All right, joining me right now, Detective Steve Loomis, a member of the Cleveland Police Homicide Unit and former president of the Cleveland Patrolmen's Association. Steve, good to have you here. Let's go back to that video for a moment. Can we see that again? Because people should see what these folks were doing to the police officers. They were heckling them, they were taunting them, yelling at them, while the police officers are there trying to keep them safe from stray bullets or potentially something much worse there last night. How do you react to that, Steve?
That is absolutely appalling. My hat's off to the men and women of the Philadelphia Police Department. Outstanding work. And what I would like every single person to take away from this is the fact that these police officers were under fire. Several of their partners got hurt and hit. And yet this individual was able to walk out and was arrested professionally and honorably by these officers to have his day in court. If you comply with the police officers' orders, you will not get hurt. And for politicians, especially presidential candidates, presidential hopefuls, to be making martyrs out of criminals when the police officers were cleared in these types of situations is absolutely appalling. Absolutely appalling to me.
Yeah, it keeps happening, though, over and over again. I'm
sorry. Those politicians are actually fueling that fire, and we're seeing the results of it. And the people that they claim to be championing are the ones that are suffering the most for it, because we do have the Ferguson effect. Across this country, police officers are being less and less proactive every single day because of scenes like this, because of politicians. The President of the United States, the former President of the United States, started it all with those police officers acted stupidly. President Obama started it all with Cambridge. They sent the United States Attorney General to Ferguson. Hands up, don't shoot was born. And that was the beginning of the situations that we're seeing now. And the people that are being hurt the most are the people that need us the most in these cities. And there is, I guarantee you, in that neighborhood, there was hundreds, if not thousands, of great people that live in that neighborhood in Philadelphia that were cowering in fear and praying for those cops to be okay and to take care of that situation.
You know, it's challenging because you get a lot of communities across this country where a police presence is very, very needed. Police are more reluctant, understandably so, given that they, might actually have to fear for their lives in these environments. So the people need them there. And yet, simultaneously, a lot of the people don't want them there because they're fearful that the police are going to be, too aggressive, and that you're going to be subjected to some kind of police brutality because of the color of your skin. Look, I mean, Detective Loomis, something has to give here because we need to keep people safe.
Well, what needs to give is that the politicians need to start supporting the police officers and the police departments across this country and not treating us as a necessary evil. Because the law-abiding citizens want us out there, they need us out there to protect them. And there's great people in every neighborhood of every major city in this country. And they're just living in different levels of fear. And it's fear, and now the police are going deeper and deeper into those. It's harder and harder to get them out of the police cars now. Because they don't have the support that they had from the politicians. This problem falls directly on the shoulders of the politicians, from the former President of the United States all the way down to the attorney generals and to the mayors and the city councils of these cities that use these incidents for political fodder. They're trying to move themselves ahead politically, thinking that they're appeasing a large section of society when they're really only appeasing the loudest section of society and the smallest.
Well, hopefully some of them might start to listen. Unfortunately, I think it's probably not the case. But Detective Loomis, your point is well taken. Thank you so much. Good to have you here.
Thank you very
much more coming.